today by Matthew O'Kane, Managing Director of Comet Resources. Matthew, thanks for your time.
Great to be here.
Last year was all about acquiring projects and raising the funds for those projects in some exciting jurisdictions. Can you tell us a little bit about the assets you now have?
Yep, so what we have is basically we have a copper project in New South Wales. We're also looking to acquire some copper licences in the Northern Territory that we're doing due diligence under an option agreement at the moment. So we're looking to increase our copper footprint in Australia. We also have a very exciting gold project in Mexico, in Baja, California. It's a higher grade mesothermal lode style gold deposit over there. So essentially our focus is on copper and gold and in Australia and Mexico.
And what drew you to those projects and those locations?
Australia, obviously a good mining jurisdiction, and copper, I'm very bullish on copper. Obviously the market's caught up on that one now. We got this a little bit earlier last year. And then Mexico is also a tier 1 mining jurisdiction. It's very pro-mining, it's easy to permit over there. You have a skilled workforce, geologists, miners, so it's also a good location. And gold, of course, a good hedge to copper, basically.
And you've been able to advance both of these projects over the last 6 to 12 months?
We have, yes. Of course, COVID has caused delays for everybody globally. We've been a lot better off in Australia, of course. So in New South Wales, we've been out in the field doing initial geophysics, geochemical soil sampling. We'll be moving on to ground geophysics now to define drill targets for later on in the year. In Mexico, we had a few delays due to COVID, but basically everything's operating over there again, albeit with COVID in the background, but we've been able to advance everything over there on a good timetable, and we're expecting imminently to have our drilling permit over there, and we've got drillers engaged, so hopefully we'll be moving forward and drilling there pretty quickly.
What does 2021 look like? I know it's already underway, but what does it look like going forward from here from a workflow, news flow perspective?
So I'm expecting a lot of news flow from now, actually, because what we've been doing since we acquired the projects, of course, finance the projects, and then we've been getting out on the ground, doing the work, getting the permits in place. So we're now moving to the phase of more intense exploration and more news flow from exploration. So we're on the cusp there now of a lot of news flow around further geophysics and drilling, particularly in Mexico, where I expect to have the permit shortly.
People who are new to the Comet story may not know that you still have an exciting graphite project in Western Australia.
That's correct. We have a graphite project in WA, and with the current market and the interest in graphite, natural flake graphite as a material for anodes in battery electrical vehicles, certainly our project looks like it may be able to supply those needs. So we're back doing work on that at the moment. We're doing further metallurgical test work. We're producing a bulk concentrate that we'll send to Europe for confirmation tests, essentially, to see if that material is amenable to produce battery anodes. And should that be the case, then there's probably a good value story for us there as well.
And sufficiently funded for this work program?
Definitely, yeah. We've got $3 million in the bank at the end of Q1, so we're funded to do everything, including drilling in Mexico, drilling in Australia on the copper project in New South Wales, and all the network on the graphite. So yeah, no need to raise money at the moment, and hopefully a lot of positive news flow from exploration works coming. And we're sort of modestly priced in the market right now, trading sort of 12 to 14 million market cap. So any one of those catalysts, I would expect, if we have positive results, to really re-rate the stock. So I think a good time to have a look.
With a strong news flow coming up, well funded across great commodities, exciting times ahead for Comet shareholders. Matthew, thanks for your time.